Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. As you guys can see by the title, in today's video is going to be a sit down talk on why I quit my job at the age of 19 to follow my dreams. Basically video to you guys because I want my YouTube to be about me. I don't want it to be an artificial platform. I want it to be literally about me. I want to be able to be transparent on my YouTube. So I figure, I don't want to tell you guys everything about me, but I definitely want this to be some type of inspiration to people that I feel like are in the same situation that I'm in, because I know for a fact there are plenty of other people that are in the same situation that I'm in, just thinking about, doing certain things, but they don't really know how to go about doing it. So I have my notebook right here. Literally keep everything in this notebook. Literally everything that I have planned to do or anything that I want to do on a daily basis, I keep in this notebook so that I will keep track of everything that I need to do. So I wrote an outline for this video because I didn't want to be like all over the place in this video. I wanted to be very straight to the point with what I want to talk about, for the topic that I want to talk about. So before I get started, I do want to point out that I am not encouraging anyone to quit their job. I'm not encouraging anyone. I'm not trying to tell anyone that you need to quit your job and start working for people. This is just me literally venting to you guys and telling you guys how I feel, because I feel like it can be some type of inspiration to other people that are going through the same exact thing. So if you know you're in a different situation, then honestly, don't even go forward with the video. So first and foremost, this is with any situation. You want to always make sure that you are allowing your happiness to come first. Like, it's extremely important for you to make sure that you are happy. You cannot go upon doing anything else that has anything to do with anything if you're not happy. You're not able to function right with a job, function right with your kids, function right with anything that you have going on if you are literally not happy. So I feel like that was one of the big reasons why I chose to quit the job, because I feel like I literally was not happy. I feel like they were not like benefiting me in like any type of way. I feel like my happiness just didn't belong there, and I was only there for like 6 months, so I really wasn't like, I wasn't there for a long time. But it definitely did not take me long at all for me to realize that it's basically like time for me to go. And just to give you guys a little bit more information about me, because I never really just did a video on me talking about stuff that I like to do and stuff like that. One thing about me is that I'm a very determined person. When I want something, I really feel like I deserve it. I really try my best to really work towards something, because I have a very clear understanding that nothing's going to get handed to you, especially when it comes to your happiness and your success. So you really have to work towards it, And I'm also a very stern person on what I believe in. Anybody can tell you that. Anybody that really knows me personally knows that I'm a stand up for what I believe in, and I'm not going to be around anything that I feel like don't deserve me or just don't deserve my attention and time. I'm not afraid to speak my mind. I'm a very extremely outspoken person, have been like that my whole entire life. And so I take that character literally everywhere I go. It could be anywhere. I'm going to make sure that people know that I'm a very outspoken person, and I've been like this my whole life. Never feel any type of way about it. I feel like I should be like that these days, because a lot of people, they try to run over you and stuff like that, and it has a lot to do with why I quit my job, right along with some other reasons. One thing that I can say is that I have a lot going for myself. I don't know if anyone realizes it or not, but I'm extremely talented. I'm multi-talented. I'm good at a lot of stuff, and I want to make a living with doing it. And I feel like things that don't require me to be the best in those things, I just feel like I shouldn't be giving my time to it. And I'm pretty sure everybody don't feel the same way, This, like I said, it's not about that. I'm not trying to get anyone to agree with me. This is just me venting to you guys. And I feel like it's a reason why God allowed me to be able to have such a strong mindset at a very early age. Side note, yes, I am 19, but I feel like I have a very strong mind. And I've been having a very strong mind for the longest. And I feel like it's a reason. I feel like God doesn't give mental to everybody. So I feel like it's a reason. So I have to use it. Because I know I have so much going for myself, and I have so much ambition and so much determination in anything, I try to take that everywhere I go. I try to keep that mindset no matter what. And because I feel like each day we're getting older and older and older and older. And I feel like we're getting closer to the day that we're gone. Like, we're not here anymore. So I want to be able to live my life, and I want to be able to live the life that God planned for me to have, God planned for me to do, I'm old enough to be able to make my own decisions. I don't need anyone telling me you should do this, you should do that. I feel like I'm gonna forever do what I contently want to do, and what I feel like is the best for me. And I feel like if down the road I feel like that I made the wrong decision, then let me cope with the consequences. That's number one, most importantly. So I have a lot going for myself, and I just feel like the job just wasn't for me when it came to benefiting me. So So with that being said, the next bullet point, the next reason why I decided to quit is because it was not benefiting me in my future. Now, when I say this, you'll think it wasn't benefiting you. Okay, they were paying you. Of course, you had to be getting paid if you're working there. You're right. But when I say that, I think of working somewhere a lot more than just getting paid. Because I feel like if I'm looking at it just as far as like them paying me, then it'll be easier for me to just quit that job and go to the next job. Because in reality, all these jobs doing the same thing. If they not benefiting you as far as like your future, they got one thing coming, and that's paying. Whether you getting paid less than you deserve, or whether you keep getting paid as much as you would like. But at the end of the day, all of these jobs have literally one thing to come, and that's paying you. And I just look beyond that. Like, I don't care about that. I care about how I'm getting treated. If I have to go there, if I have to go to this place every day and have to hope and pray that I'm not working for certain people because I'm getting disrespected or they're trying to make me feel less of a person, then I don't want to be there. You know, like I told you guys just before, my happiness comes first. My happiness comes before anything. And I would just rather just either just quit that job and just not work at all, or I'd rather just quit that job and go to somewhere else where I feel a little bit more appreciated, because it don't sit right with me for me be having to work for somebody and I feel like I'm not comfortable in their workplace, because I'm making you rich, I'm making you more money, and at the same time I'm not being appreciated and I'm not being respected as a person that I am. So they were definitely not benefiting me in my future, benefiting me in my future at all. And not only did I experience some things, but I also witnessed some things, like how they would treat other co-workers and stuff like that. Like they would feel some type of way if you called in or you requested off for certain days. Like a lot of people that I worked with were like around my age, so they had like a lot of like, you know, stuff going on, and like some people had to go to college and stuff like that, so they would like call in, you know, if they can't make it and stuff like that, and they would really feel some type of way about that. And I never liked it. They never settled with me, because it's like we're young, you know, and it's like, you know how old we are before you hire us. So you have to understand that a lot of young people these days are really trying to like really do something with their lives, because I feel like that's just how it is, you know. I really did too much calling and stuff like that, but I just didn't like the vibe. I didn't like the fact that they didn't appreciate us like outside of work, like what we had going on, you know. And then it was like older people that whenever they needed to call in, they could call in a request out whenever they wanted to. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, or, you know, come at me if I'm wrong or whatnot, but to my understanding, I'm not really sure how exactly business works. I don't have my own business yet. I definitely do want to have one in the future, my own business, but I don't know exactly what it takes to run your own business. So maybe that's just something that's supposed to happen, but I just feel like it's so unfair, and I personally have to go through, you know, and that's why I decided to quit. A lot of my other coworkers, they're still there, and it's like, that's up to them. I'm not judging them or anything, but when it comes to me, I'm not settling for anything that I don't deserve, and I'm not going to settle for anything that does not make me happy. When I was working there, I would like request days out very frequently. Like I would request like 3 days off a week and stuff like that, because I would just rather just take some time and try to focus on things that really matter to me, like YouTube and stuff at the moment. I'm really trying to be a lot more consistent on YouTube. So a lot of times I would literally like work there so much. It's like even when I'm off, I would not even want to do a YouTube video. I wouldn't even want to be consistent on YouTube because I'm so tired from working there. So that was my way of basically like trying to balance the life of trying to work and then still trying to do what I need to be doing as well. But at the same time, like I said with you guys, they really wasn't going for that. And I'm just like, okay, that's cool. I'd rather just leave and you don't have to worry about it no more, you know? And that comes a lot with the third reason why I quit. The third reason why I quit is because I just feel like I was devoting literally all my time to this job. Let me remind you guys, I am young. I am 19 years old, and it's kind of the same as if you have a relationship and you're like 18, 19 years old. You don't want to feel like you're literally tied down to this person at a very early age, because then you feel like I should be able to do what I want to do, because I mean, I'm still not going to do anything I want to do because out of respect for you, but at the same time, I should be able to do whatever I want to do because I'm still young, and I want you to do whatever you want to do when you're still young too. Just know that you have to respect me, and I know that I have to respect you. And not even just that, I'm not just saying like, oh, I don't want any job. I'm not saying that. I'm saying like this specific job, I already feel like they're not benefiting me. They don't respect me as a person. They don't respect my coworkers as a person. So it's like in my mind, why should I be giving y'all all my time? You know, you don't even care about me. You don't even care about the employee. You just want us to come and work. So why should I be devoting all my time to y'all? And then also, not even just that, I'm trying to focus on other stuff outside of this job, you know? So like I was just telling y'all, it would be weeks when I would like request 3 or 4 days out a week because I just really needed a break. And I just kept on doing it. I kept on doing it. And then after a while, I'm just like, forget it. I'm just gonna leave, you know, because I just couldn't do it no more. I would rather literally just sit here and do videos all day. And I'm not even getting paid on YouTube right now. Like, I'm not getting paid on YouTube yet. So that's how you know that I'm really content on doing things that make me happy, whether the money coming in or not. I don't have any real responsibilities right now. I don't have any kids. I don't have my own place. Like, I still live with my parents and stuff. I'm extremely young. I graduated from high school last year. So I don't have any real responsibilities for me to be like, oh, I need to just suck it up. I got kids to take care of. I don't have any kids. It's just me. It's okay for me to be in that stubborn phase right now, you know? It's okay for you to feel like you want to be stubborn, you know, with your time, with your attention, because everybody don't deserve it. You know, I know for a fact that if I had kids, or, you know, if I had real responsibilities, then I would be like, okay, I need to suck it up because, you know, my kids come first, you know? But in this case, it's not like that. That's why I told you guys, I'm not really telling you guys to quit your job. This is just me. Like I said, once again, this is just me venting to you guys why I quit my job. I know a lot of people will probably have like questions like, why you quit your job and stuff like that. And it's like, in reality, I'll just ignore the question. But at the same time, I do want to like give out a real understanding on why I quit my job, because I feel like it can be inspirational to some people. And I feel like there's literally nothing wrong with me wanting to take a break from doing certain things to focus on other things, because like one of my last videos, I did a vision board, y'all. I did my very first vision board, in which I have a lot of things that I want to achieve. Some things don't even have anything to do with money. Some things I just want to be good at, like when it comes to me as a person, you know? So it's like, if I'm trying to balance this and that and this and that, I can feel overwhelmed, you know? So I would rather just take a break from things that honestly don't really matter to me and just focus on things that really do matter. That's what I mean by when I say devoting all my time to the job. And if you feel like you are devoting like too much of your time to a job, and when you feel like in reality you don't really need that job, then I say quit, honestly. And I'm just being honest. I say quit because, like I said, your happiness comes first, you know? If you were okay with devoting all your time to that job and stuff, you're okay with that, cool. I'm not judging you, but I'm talking about for the people that feel like they're in the same exact situation as me. The moral of this whole lesson is just to let you guys know that it's 2020. Stop giving your time and attention to people and things that do not deserve it and that do not benefit you. Like, I feel like people are becoming to be a lot more stubborn with their time and stuff. I feel like it's not a reason why you shouldn't be the same way, you know? Because I feel like when you are at a certain point in your life where you know exactly what you want to do, you're very certain on what you need, what you deserve, and what you want out of your life, I feel like you have to go upon that. So anything that does not allow you to be closer to that happiness, it shouldn't be something that you should be wrapping your life around, you know? And I'm not saying that you should be, you know, working or whatever, because you got to do what you got to do. You know, like I said, if you're not in the type of same situation that I'm talking about, then don't even finish on with the video, because I don't want to make it seem like, oh, you just need to quit your job if you're trying to work for yourself. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, if you're in a situation where you feel like you are unhappy and you deserve more, go out and give more, you know? One of the real reasons why I'm just like not so fond of working for other people is because I feel like, for one, they don't care about you. I feel like jobs these days only care for you to come in and work. They don't care what you're going through mentally, physically. They don't care about anything that goes outside, that is outside of their workplace. So if you come in and feel some type of way, they don't care about that. They just want you to come in and work. And I'm personally not fond of that, you know? I don't like for people to, I always feel like I was a leader. I always felt like I had a mindset of my own. I'm not gonna say I never really want nobody to tell me anything, but I feel like I was gonna do good on my own, you know? So I don't really need nobody on my back about telling me what I need to do, because I'm gonna do it regardless. And I had that situation, I had the experience with this job, you know, this job and the job before that. And I never really cared too much about, you know, that type of environment anyways. And I feel like as the days go by, I feel like we're all as a whole getting closer to the day that we are like no longer here. And I think about that a lot, because I actually, y'all know I like to, well, if you guys don't know, you guys know now, I like to listen to a lot of different motivational speakers and stuff like that. And I feel like there's literally nothing wrong with that. And just to throw this in, don't ever let nobody make you feel like you doing wrong by being inspired by a lot of different people. I look up to a lot of different people, and ain't nobody gonna tell me that I can't do that, or that it's not the best way, it's not the best thing to do, because I will forever look up to people that are more successful than me, because I feel like they're going to give you the tea on it. Like, they're going to give you the tea on how to be successful. But so it's like, there's no way that you can't be successful if you do the same things they did. You know, that makes sense. So I like to look at a lot of different motivational speakers and quotes and stuff like that. I don't care what nobody says. Speaking of that, I was listening to a motivational speech by Steve Harvey, and I listened to him a lot. And I can't exactly remember exactly what he said, but I do remember he said something like, I would hate to die without doing the thing that I was born to do. Yeah, don't quote me on exactly that quote, but he said something like that, and that really stuck to me because that's extremely deep, you know. And then another thing on Trent Shelton, that's another one of my favorite motivational speakers, and he said something like, he asked a question, and he was like, do y'all know where is the richest place on earth? Like, which is the richest place on earth? And I was like, where? Like, where can you, like, where? But then he was like, the cemetery. And I was like, the cemetery? And then I started thinking about it. And then he was like, because that is the grave of, like, everybody that, you know, has been deceased and stuff like that. Every single one of them had dreams, you know. It don't matter who you are, how old you are, you have dreams. Even if you gave up on them, it don't matter. You have or had dreams. And a lot of people die with those dreams. A lot of people never gave themselves the opportunity to even try to follow the dream. So he said it was the richest place on earth. And it's kind of scary, then it's kind of sad, and then it's just kind of like mesmerizing as well. So it's like, it's weird, but it's true though. If you think about it, it really is true. Think about all the, you know, the old, like the younger kids that, you know, like the babies and stuff that died and stuff like that. They weren't even able to see their first graduation. Like, and it's just crazy how, you know, how life is ridiculous these days. So I think of that a lot, and just like, I don't want to, you know, be gone and then realize I never was able to live my life, or even attempt to live my life, the life that God had planned for me. So if that requires me to take a break from doing this and doing that, I would definitely do that, because I'm doing whatever it takes for me to be contently happy with myself. Another thing that I had to realize is that I'm not living for them. And when I say them, I'm meaning nobody. I'm not living for nobody but myself and God. That's the only person I'm living for besides myself. So it's like, everybody gonna always have validations and judgments of what you're doing, what you decide to do, or what you're doing next. Everybody, not saying every single body, but you're gonna have people that are literally trying to make validation and judgments over your life. But what are you gonna do about it? Nothing, right? You should ignore it. You should literally ignore it. And that's something that I have to continue to learn to do, because at first I feel like I was a lot more horrible at it. But now I feel like I'm pretty much at ease with it. But overall, I feel like we still deep down inside, like, we get some type of rush off of that. Like, it irritates us, you know. But it's something I have to deeply realize, that I'm not living for nobody else. I'm not living for my manager. I'm not living for my boss. I'm not living for my mama. I'm not living for my daddy. I'm not living for no kids right now, because I ain't got no kids right now. I'm living for me and God, and that's it. I can't no longer think about the fact that I'm gonna hurt somebody's feelings. Like, oh, I can't leave this job because they're not gonna have nobody. You know, I can't no longer think about that, because the more I think about that, I'm allowing them to be able to disrespect me and disrespect my coworkers, and not be a witness and an experience to that. It's easier to say that rather than actually live upon it. I'm still trying to figure out what it is God wants me to do next. So he's kind of like giving me signs now, you know. Basically, he gave me signs for me to quit this job, you know, and he's going to continue to give me signs on what to do next. So it's up to me if I want to continue to live under his rule and be like, okay, I got you, what do I need to do next? Instead of being hard-headed and still trying to stay there and still continue to get disrespected, or to just not know my worth. So it's basically like clinging on to the phrase, letting go and letting God. You know, you just got to be able to, you just got to want to do your part, and then allowing God to do the rest, you know. So God giving me signs, okay, you need to do this, you need to do that. So I can't really, like, ignore what he's trying to tell me to do, because it's either I make my decisions, I control what happens in my life, or life controls what happens in my life, you know. And you don't want life to control what happens in your life, because your life can switch in a blink of an eye, honestly. So that's just what I'm trying to do, y'all, and I'm just trying to stay positive along the way. So any misconceptions, I really can't determine, you know, because like I said, people are going to judge, people are going to validate regardless, but it's not their life, you know. It's not their life. But literally, whatever you are doing in your life has nothing to do with the next person. Nothing. They would try their best to make you feel like you affecting them, or you doing a bad job by doing this and doing that. But in the end, if you feel like it's the best thing for you to do, do it. any consequences you're gonna have to deal with. They're not gonna have to deal with any other consequences that happen in your life. So you have to really remember that, like, you're not living for nobody else but God. Every decision that you're thinking about doing, but the reason why you haven't did it is because you don't want people to be saying this and that, do it. You know, do it honestly. For now on, I'm doing me. You know, I'm literally doing me. Whatever I want to do, I'm gonna do it. And nobody gonna make me feel like I did bad at it. You know, that I made a bad decision by doing it. And so with that being said, please stay away from people that try their best to make validations over your life. I know for a fact, all of us have, if it ain't one person, it's a lot of people. If it ain't a lot of people, it's one person. All of us have people in our lives that try their best to make judgments on our lives, and it's so extremely irritating. It's irritating more than anything. It's weird and it's funny and it's irritating. To some people it can be a little, it can be a little stressful, but not to me. I don't care about it, but at the same time it's extremely irritating. And it's like, you can make something, you can do something as small as buying you a new car or something. Somebody gonna make validations over there. Oh, you shouldn't spend that much for that car, or oh, you think you're better than us because you got that car. You know, people do stuff like that all the freaking time. So when I make a decision like, oh, I decided to stop working, the first thing people think is like, oh, you broke, you know, or you shouldn't have did that, you ain't got no money now. Like, at the end of the day, if I'm broke, what does that have to do with you, you know? Even though I'm not broke, you know, but even if I was, you know, what does that really have to do with you? I feel like it's the most silliest when you find out that it's your family and your friends. Not really, you know, not saying for me personally, but, you know, generally speaking, it always be either your family or your friends, your closest friends or your closest family member to try to make judgments over your life. Y'all, when I tell y'all, it literally has nothing to do with them. It has nothing to do with them. If they're not gonna pitch in and give you what you need, they shouldn't be worried about it. You know, as long as you're not coming to them about money and about this and that, they shouldn't be worried about it. I always remember those always be the people that are miserable. Because if they was happy and content with their life, they wouldn't even have time to be falling upon what you're doing. So only people that ain't got nothing going for their life and got so much time with their hands are the people that trying to see what you're doing next and trying to see how can they make your life miserable because their life miserable. And that's just that. I used to be mad when people used to say this and that, or, you know, and I'm not even just saying family, y'all. I feel like a lot of people be thinking I be saying family, but I'm literally talking about friends too. I be having friends, people that I don't talk to no more and stuff like that, try to tell me that I shouldn't be doing this, I shouldn't be doing that. And I used to really get like mad and feel some type of way. I used to cry over that. But at the same time, I'm getting older. You know, as the days get by, I'm maturing in a lot of different ways. So, you know, I grew a lot since 2 years ago and stuff like that. I used to feel some type of way about that stuff, but now it's like, in the day, I'm gonna do me regardless. You don't got anything to do with my life, and that's just that. And I added that in there because you're definitely going to experience, like, not really saying I've experienced, but I just know for a fact that's just how people do. People make validation. People like, it's bound to happen. Like, people bound to make validations over your life. So that's something you're bound to experience when you make decisions like quitting your job to follow your dreams. Because in a sense, it's like you quitting your job, so you're not making no more like speedy money. So people, their first instinct is that, oh, you don't got no money. So they try to make you feel like you're broke or something. But in reality, do I care about that? No. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna be consistently happy and living my dream while you still working your job, because you think that's the best thing to be doing, making money. And just to add some type of extraness to the video, honestly, something I feel like a lot of people would need to hear. Don't ever try to rush your life, y'all. And I'm saying this based upon because I used to do that. And I sometimes still do it. I'm trying to like get over that for the most part. But do not rush your life. When I tell you, everybody has different paths. Everybody's journey is different. Everybody's journey to success is different. Some people realize their dreams and stuff at a very early age. I feel like it's pretty much a very early age for me. I'm 19, but some people start off extremely early, like toddlers, and you know, work their way up from there. Some people, on the other hand, don't really know until they're older, and a lot of people feel like they're old and it's too late to follow their dreams. But one of them said it's never too late. When I was talking about earlier, when I was saying follow your dreams before it's too late, I wasn't saying like before it's too late as far as like next thing you know, you 80 years old and you didn't live your life. I'm not saying it, because technically you still have the option, you still have the opportunity to do so because you're still here. I mean by that was live, like follow your dreams before you're gone, before you realize that you can't do anything else about it because you're no longer here. I definitely feel like it's never too late or never too early to, you know, be on the road to following your dreams. A lot of people these days will try to make you feel like you're doing too much by following your dreams at a very early age. I feel like it's literally nothing wrong with wanting to be a better version of yourself at a very early age, because a lot of people around my age are worried about other things like this and that, you know, other things, you know, and I'm not on that level, you know, and I feel like it's the reason why I'm not on the level, so I'll take upon it. So a lot of people may look at me and be like, you got the rest of your life, loosened up, go live your life and stuff like this. Like, I would do that, but at the same time, I still want to be I want to be straight, and I want to start now. Nothing wrong with it. It's the reason why I know what I want to do in my life at a very early age. So that's just how I think, honestly. And it comes a lot from just, you know, listening to a lot of motivation speakers. But then again, I feel like I'm overall pretty much, I try to be like a positive person, you know, and I feel like I've been like this all my life, honestly. So some of this stuff is just stuff like I just ain't taking myself, like, no matter what. Even if I didn't have people to motivate me, I still motivate myself. I'm gonna do a separate video on this as well. But one thing that I can definitely say now, I'm pretty sure a lot of people can vouch for me, is that when I was younger, y'all, I used to be very disclosed. I used to either be mad a lot. I used to give like a lot of attitude. I used to just not say anything to family and friends. I never really just had like a lot of friends in school, not because I was like bullied or anything, but you know, I just prefer not to really talk much to people, you know, because of my personal reasons, you know. And I still am like that for the most part, but I tend to get out of it a little bit. But when I tell you, I literally skipped from being this extremely shy person. I was extremely shy. You couldn't even get me to say my first name in front of the class. I was like next level shy. And I literally skipped from that to literally just being an introvert. I give my time and attention to things and people that I feel like deserve it. So it's like I'm not really sure why it happened the way it did, but I mean, that's just how I am though. So a lot of people kind of take it as intimidation that I'm very stern in my life. A lot of people may feel like, and a lot of people don't really take me seriously. Like, I feel like a lot of people don't really take my drive and my determination seriously when it comes to my future, because a lot of people look at me like the person I used to be, like the child I used to be. Oh, you so closed in. You don't really talk to people like that. You ain't gonna be successful. You're not gonna be an influencer or a public figure because you don't even like talking to people, you know? But that's how I used to be. I grew over there, definitely grew over there. I just learned now to just give my time and attention to everything and everybody that deserves it. I'm gonna definitely do a full dedicated video on me, tell you guys more about me so that you guys know more about me. I want to wait until like my platform gets a little bit bigger so that you guys can actually like comment and stuff like that. But definitely gonna do a video just describing to you guys how I am as a person. And the last thing that I do want to point out before I close out this video, I know I don't really have a huge platform on YouTube, which I'm cool with, you know. That's, you know, I'm cool with that because I really just started. But I want my YouTube channel and just any platform that I have to be about me. I want it to reflect me as a person. I'm overall, like, I love to give advice to people. I love to motivate people, and I've been like this since I was young. I've been like this since I was very young. And anybody that ever had any encounter with me, like friends, stuff like that, know that I was a person they could come to about anything, and they know that they won't get any biased answer from me. So I really feel like that character for me is definitely going to take a very big toll on my future. That's definitely something I'm going to take with me, you know, in my future or my career and stuff like that. So my YouTube, I make sure to include like some motivational videos because that's just how I am. Nothing that I posted as far as like motivation and stuff like that is anything that I scripted or anything. This is literally just me. This is stuff that I tell myself, you know. So I want and I aspire to be somebody that people look up to, people in any category. Children that feel like they can't speak up in their homes, people that want to follow their dreams, people that feel like it's too late to follow their dreams, black girls, black women, people that don't know how to really stand up for themselves because they're too shy. Any group of people, I want to be the inspiration of, and I'm gonna strive to get to that position. Like, I really am. I have so many more videos coming where I really just inspire you guys and motivate you guys. Y'all already know I don't really care about the views and stuff like that. I really mostly care about the impact and stuff. So I feel like this was like an extremely good video to do, because not only was I able to vent, which is definitely something I want to start doing a lot more on my YouTube channel, because I feel like, why not? You know, my YouTube channel should be about me, not an artificial platform. But I feel like this topic and just me venting to you guys about why I chose to quit my job at the age of 19 to focus more on my dream, I know for a fact, now I feel like I know for a fact that it definitely will inspire, if not one, or if not a lot of people, it definitely will inspire at least one person to basically do the same exact thing, you know. And like I told you guys, I understand everybody's path is not the same. You have to understand that too. You know, like I told you guys already, I'm not saying I'm not going to ever get another job. I'm young, you know, so God definitely has a lot in store for me. So if that requires me to have to go get another job, then I would definitely do so. But for right now, I feel like it is the perfect time for me to be able to take a break from other things and focus on this. Focus on this because I definitely want to grow my platform on YouTube. And I told myself that ever since I made that vision board, I won't be able to complete that vision board until I'm putting all focus onto every single thing that I have on that vision board. And at that moment, I really felt like I can't keep balancing this and this and this and this and this and this. I have to focus on certain things at a time. Also, I made a disclaimer at the beginning of the video. I made sure to include to you guys, I'm not speaking for every single body. I'm not. If you have kids, if you have a responsibility, your mindset tends to be different, you know, because at that point, you're not living for yourself, you're living for your kids and stuff, you know. I definitely understand that. I can't really speak upon it because I don't have any kids. It's just me. It's just me and my faith, and my belief in myself, in God. So I'm living off of him. I'm living off of me and my determination to be where I want to be in life. I would definitely be making sure to do a lot more videos. I would love for you guys to start commenting under my videos when you get done watching them, you know, to give a lot more feedback and stuff like that, and just comment any more video suggestions that you guys like to see. Always make sure to include that in the intro and outro of all my videos, because I would love for you guys to start commenting a lot more on my videos so that I would, you know, be able to get a visual of like what kind of videos to do, especially when it comes to motivational videos, because I feel like those type of videos would definitely get me, you know, get me somewhere, because I'm not biased at all, and it's very informative information. I know for a fact that we all look up to people. I know for a fact we all look up to people, whether you follow your dreams or not. We all look up to somebody, you know, and a lot of times, I know I feel like this, but a lot of times I be wishing that I could just literally have a one-on-one talk with those people. Like, I want to have, like, one of my dreams is to have a one-on-one talk with Trent Shelton or Steve Harvey, and that's just facts. And it's gonna come true. It's gonna come true. I don't know exactly when, but it's definitely gonna come true. I actually be able to have a one-on-one conversation with them. But sometimes it can seem so out of reach, you know. Sometimes we can just be like, we can feel so discouraged because we just want to hear from someone that actually made it, somebody that actually makes an impact right now. So being that I intake information and motivation from other people and still try to intake it within myself as well, I feel like us as a whole, people as a whole, like our generation, just, you know, us as a whole, humans as a whole, need to get together, especially people like ones that are on the process of trying to follow their dreams, stuff like that. Get together and motivate and inspire each other, because we all know it's hard, you know, to be able to want to look up to people, but then some people feel like they better than the next person, stuff like that. It's too much of that these days. I feel like it's nothing wrong with just motivating each other. I feel like we'll all get where we were supposed to be a lot quicker as we would like when we actually motivate each other, you know. At all times, I feel like there's nothing wrong with that at all. Like, it really is not. So I'm just gonna close out this video. I know it really wasn't like my normal or whatnot, but I definitely be expecting a lot more videos like this on my channel. But I hope you guys really learned a lot from this video and just intake something, you know, intake some type of motivation, some type of inspiration. Make sure to leave a like on this video if you guys learned anything from it. Please comment any video suggestion that you guys would like to see on my channel, because I would definitely be more than happy to do those videos for you. Please make sure to subscribe to my channel. Turn on the post notifications so that you guys never miss any more uploads, because I'm going to be a lot more consistent. I have no choice but to be now. And yeah, so I'll see you guys in the next video.